What is going on, y'all? We are back, and we are back with a full crew. Welcome to another episode of From the Sideline. How is everybody feeling today?
Yo, good.
I'm cool, bro. Cool.
This
Feeling real good,
is
man.
the sweet taste of victory in this cup right here.
Ready to go 8-2.
hey, well, we gonna get to it. I think right off the rip, shout out to Mel, because as he said, the sweet taste of victory. This man here, off the rip, got another upset right. When are we gonna start believing in Taylor Heineke? More specifically for you, Trent.
He didn't even. All right. See, like, bro,
It's just a question. It's just a question.
He played out. What do you mean believe? Like, bro, I'm not gonna get.
Okay.
I did the same shit with him a few years ago, and then the next season he came played some ass, bro. Like, so like, I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what the bigger thing is. It's not so much that he's a great quarterback. He's a serviceable quarterback. But the team believes in him.
Yeah, I do like that though. Do y'all think?
Like,
Do you
as
think
long
that?
as the team believes in it, it works.
Do you think that the Commanders won the game or the Eagles lost in them game?
I think the defense won that game.
I mean,
Like Quez Watkins and like
Quez Watkins did sell him though.
But who caused it? And what? He didn't just drop the ball. It was forced.
I get it.
I
but
hear
like,
you. Yeah.
I feel like it go hand in hand. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't want to take anything. I'm not going to say, okay, this is why I predicted the game the way that I did anyway. It's a division game. You got to expect goofy stuff to happen when you play divisional games.
Mm-hmm.
And I just believe the second Heineke became the starter, there was a level of we can win now that they didn't have with Carson Wentz. Like, sometimes you just got to put the ball up to Terry McLaurin and pray that he makes a catch. Tyler Heineke does that.
that is true.
He just I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna let my guy make a play.
Yeah, I just think
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think he's not good, but like he does he give Terry the ball. That's what they need.
No, you be calling him dirt,
Yes,
trash.
Mid,
That's
dirt.
what you be calling him. So don't try to downplay it now.
No,
I mean,
you be hating.
That's not like it's not an accurate description though.
He's
Like,
just having a few good games.
I mean,
Like this game, he played all right.
Yeah.
Like he's still like mid ass to me. Like,
Yeah, no.
So we don't find it. We don't like put stock or like if people it's for example Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. Everybody knew Carson Wentz was the better quarterback. But I'm not talking about the Super Bowl year where he was about to win MVP before he got hurt. I'm talking about the year after. The team as a whole looked better with Nick Foles. They were about to do it again. Like, are we not going to put stock into, like, you might not think they, the greatest thing since sliced bread, but the team wins when they're the quarterback. And at the end of the day, what's the ultimate goal?
I just felt like it worked with Nick Foles and it didn't work with Carson.
And I just feel like Carson Wentz did just get there, even though he's been playing ass. Like I feel like they pulled a plug kind of OD. But so
you talking about when it got to the Commanders or what?
Commanders.
They didn't pull the plug. OD got hurt.
I mean, he got hurt, but I'm saying though, like people like, no, I'm saying like people like, even though he was playing bad, O-line was playing bad, like they was already ready to like put Taylor Heineke in the game type of thing. Like you know how you was talking about the Bailey Zappi?
No, the media was.
No, I'm saying though, you know how the niggas, you know how y'all talking about the Bailey, remember you was talking about the Bailey Zappi Mac Jones shit.
I just think it's a little different than the Bailey Zappi thing.
No, I feel like it's different, but like kind of the same shit.
Right. I just felt, me personally, they never needed to get Carson Wentz. I thought Tyler Heineke should have been a starting quarterback from the get go. Either he's a bridge quarterback. He doesn't have to be the franchise. He's the bridge until you get a better quarterback. Carson Wentz isn't the better quarterback.
And did he really play that bad last year when he played?
Was mid as fuck. That nigga was Dookie. I'm sorry, he was Dookie.
Mid and Dookie are two. I'm just asking because last year did they not have to deal with a lot of injuries? Did they not? That's a genuine question.
Who we talking about?
The Commanders last year, or no? I'm talking about Heineke. Last year, did they not have injuries on that team?
It was a bunch. It was a bunch of injuries last year.
Yeah, so like
it was injuries on defense. I think.
Yeah, but if your defense can't stop a nosebleeding, your offense is already mid to begin with. You know what I mean? Like at least no. Because if your offense is mid, but you got a great defense behind you, your offense is gonna look better. Like if your defense is trash, your offense is gonna look worse if it's not a good offense. And this offense can be good, but it's
No,
you know what I mean?
Actually, he was just not.
And it was that was technically his first year that he started at quarterback.
That's true too, and he was just like Dookie to me.
And it was I'm gonna say he was overwhelmed, but
and Ron Rivera was there. Ron Rivera was there last year too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another year under the playbook. That's another year under the playbook. Hey.
The fuck? So we excuse it bad play now?
Oh no, I'm not excusing it, but he got another year now under the playbook. He's more comfortable in that offense. He's familiar with everybody.
Even now, like he's not bugging. He's just
he's not. He's Daniel Jones, just not rushing, just not running the ball as much. He's not running the ball as much.
Don't say that dumbass shit here, please.
What do you mean?
I think
he's being Daniel Jones. He's just not running the ball as much. He's not caught. What is the difference? Explain to me the difference.
What do you mean? What is the difference?
Daniel Jones, he's not costing them games. He's not the reason they losing. He's doing his job. He's making plays on third downs. Like I said, the only difference is the only difference is
not winning them games.
Yeah, that's a little OD, but
not as much as Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is like the only difference between him and Heineke. Daniel Jones has more rushing attempts than Heineke, but they're doing the same thing. They're game managing, making plays on third down. Daniel Jones might have a pick one time, and Taylor Heineke might have a pick. But the Commanders,
they're 3-1. He only played 4 games.
Yeah, and then they only have one loss. And who was that one loss to?
I don't think because he's just playing weight.
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
That was their one loss to the Vikings, and it took a last minute comeback touchdown for them to win. Yeah,
they're 3-1 since
I don't think you compare it because Daniel Jones has been playing way better than him, like extremely better.
I said they're in the same predicament. I wouldn't say extremely better.
He's playing way better than him.
I wouldn't say way better, but
he's playing way better.
I wouldn't say way
he's
better.
Playing a lot smarter than
that's a. I mean, he got less picks. I think. Yeah, cool. So I get you that. Because Daniel Jones has 1 or 2 picks on the year. Heineke has 3 or something like that. So he got 1 less pick.
He has 2 picks, and I think
Heineke got 3.
No, he got 4 because Heineke's 5-4, and then Daniel Jones 8-2. And then
I'll give you that for sure. That's cool, but way better. I'm not saying
he's playing way better.
They just have a better record. If Heineke started the season and they were 6-3, it's just because they're winning right now.
6-3 though. That's my point.
Honestly, there's a couple losses that I don't think would have happened with Heineke under center.
Carson Wentz cost a couple games, bro.
But Anya O-line was playing terrible at the beginning of what's his name? Carson was playing bad, plus the O-line was playing like shit.
Very terrible.
But Heineke adds that element where he can get out of that with his legs. Wentz is not getting out of any of that with his legs.
I feel like you can, but what's his name? Warnock, what the fuck does that mean? You saying that dumbass comment? Anyways, what does that even mean? But I don't know about that, bro.
No, I mean, I'll give you the fact that Daniel Jones is playing better because his team has a better record. But I mean,
it's not like it's clear. It's not like it's.
I mean, I think it's clear. Honestly,
I don't think it's clear.
Why is it not pretty clear then?
I don't think it's clear cut. You can give it to Daniel Jones, and I'm not gonna waste the breath. But you making it seem like it's a huge gap or something.
It's not. It's just clear cut.
I don't think it's clear cut.
Saquon Barkley got a lot to do with that.
I was about to say, like, I'll give more of that to Saquon than I would Daniel
That's fine,
Jones.
but there's been games that he's won us though, even when Saquon's been in like not like all right games.
And there's games Heineke's won them. So like, what are we talking about?
Heineke's played 4 games. You're talking about Daniel Jones the whole time, but Daniel
Jones, so 4-8. What are y'all 6-2? 4-8.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, if you watch Daniel Jones, you watch how he plays, it's clear cut, like dead ass. Like I'm not even joking.
I think in the 8 games Daniel Jones has played compared to the 4 games Taylor Heineke's played,
it's clear cut that Daniel Jones is playing better.
He just has a big. You could say he has a bigger sample size, cool, but
even if you compare 4 games or some shit like that, it's still clear cut. Like
I don't think so. Do we want to compare the 4 games since Heineke started?
I'm talking about even watching them play. I'm saying you watching shit into like crucial moments and shit like that in the game.
Yeah. Heineke been making plays at crucial moments. What are we talking about?
Heineke did again?
They both are, but it's not clear cut. That's my thing. It's not clear cut.
I'll concede because of the records. We'll concede.
I agree. Like because record wise, yeah, cool. I give you that. Like because like. Even though I troll you, they technically shouldn't have lost to the Seahawks. Real talk. They shouldn't have lost. Or whoever it was, Richie James fumbled twice on. Yeah. So, like, they could easily still have 1 loss on the season, you know? And I would be $50 less rich. But, hey, it happens. Well, speaking of, we were talking about the Commanders. We're going to turn it over to the other side of that game. Because the Eagles, you know, their first loss, so this 1972 Dolphins can celebrate again. However, they said, screw this. We're not losing no more. They went and got Linval Joseph off of waivers. They signed Ndamukong Suh to help fill that interior until Jordan Davis comes back.
Linval Joseph, I used to love him back in the day. He don't mean shit to me now. Ndamukong Suh? That might be a problem. That's for sure a problem.
Why does Linval Joseph not... Why is that not important?
Bro, you dead ass, bro. I don't remember the last.
That's a rotational piece.
I don't remember the last time Linval Joseph been in the league.
I'm just saying that's a rotational piece.
When was the last time Linval Joseph been in the league? At least Ndamukong Suh, he been on the what's his name?
There's no way Linval Joseph's been out the league that long. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, actually, he played last year. I'm bugging, but he didn't do nothing. But like,
who did he play last year with?
I didn't know he was in the league at the time. Like,
who did he play last year with?
He played with the Chargers. He played with the Chargers last 2 years.
Well, that's why. Of course, because the Chargers' defense is trash.
But I'm saying,
with none but injuries.
If you still a solid place, you can still show like because it's Linval Joseph, bro, been a Pro Bowl. Like at one point, he was a high value name. Like if he was,
but the thing about it is, you put him on that defensive line with fucking Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham.
Thank you. And Sweat on the other side.
I gotta see it more with him than Ndamukong Suh because Ndamukong Suh and the Bucs was still doing his shit. I just gotta see it more. That's really about it.
Yeah, but he don't. The thing about it is he don't have to. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I'm not really worried about Linval Joseph. Then the Ndamukong Suh, not yet. That's different.
Yeah. No, I mean, my thing is there a point in the game where the Eagles front looks? You got Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, and Ndamukong Suh. That's going to be disgusting.
That's going to be so deep.
Yeah.
That's gonna be, like they can run a 5-2.
And that's really what they brought him in for.
No. I don't think 5. No.
That's a stretch with the 5-2, but
why not?
They could run.
Why not? Why not?
You're bugging.
I'm saying that I didn't say the whole game. I didn't say the whole game, but they can roll. I think they can roll out with a 5-2 and beat. I think they could. Imagine if you got to worry about Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Ndamukong Suh with Sweat and Brandon Graham on the edges and. They can, and they secondary been locking up, and they second.
I'm so G baby. It's about to be 2023. 5-2 right now is crazy.
Bro, I'm not saying they can run it the whole game. I'm saying
I know that.
But I'm saying that D line is good. I think that
4-3. They can run legit 4-3. They can run a legit 4-3 with that.
That's for sure. Yeah.
I think they could have ran a 4-3 regardless. But hey. But I'm just saying, like, you got, like, all them linemen got to go one-on-one. They're not, there is no O-line that is going to win one-on-one. Like, somebody's going to beat. Somebody's going to beat.
No.
And I think multiple will get it. I think the best O-line that could possibly compete with that is maybe the Browns O-line. That's probably the best one I think is, and maybe the Titans run blocking wise. But, like, that's it.
I don't know who you moving. Because once you put Jordan Davis and Ndamukong Suh in that middle, you're not moving nothing.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying.
not
So
losing
like,
nothing.
so you do that and you put Fletcher Cox on, or you put Jordan Davis at the nose, and you got Fletcher Cox and Ndamukong Suh in the gap. Like it's OD. I'm just saying. They can do it, and I
I mean,
think
they could
they
run
can
it. I
get.
mean,
I think they can get
their
away
goal line
with it.
package, their goal line
Yeah,
package is gonna be done.
I'm just saying. I think they can get away with it. I think they can. I'm not saying the whole game. I'm not saying make that your base defense, but I think they can get away with it.
No, they
Personally,
can. I mean, in short yardage, like let's say they get into the red zone, yeah, you can because you ain't got a lot of ground to cover, so you can throw all of them on that defensive line and just pray that you can get enough pressure from Cox up the middle and Sweat and shit. I don't know who you're gonna put on the other side, but Brandon Graham, whoever,
Graham, or don't they still got that kid Barnett? Or I don't want to say kid,
or
but
yeah,
yeah, they still
yeah,
got
like
Barnett, right?
you put the speed rusher on the ends of that, and
And then
offensive.
who's their linebacking core? Is Kaiser White and who else?
It's a bunch of young dudes. I don't even know who they are.
N'Kobe Dean, right? And somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bunch. Yeah, it's a bunch of kids. I mean, man,
Yeah,
they fast though. But they all
yeah,
fast.
I low-key think they can get away with it, but yeah, that's just me. But anybody else want to talk about Ndamukong Suh or Linval? Like, do you think they have to make a Super Bowl at this point?
I mean, I thought they was gonna go anyway when you added down all of that.
I mean,
I mean, we're gonna see what that thing can do against the 49ers.
Do
I
they
think the
play this
49ers are
year?
gonna test that.
they don't. They were
Well,
talking
Damn.
I mean, in the playoffs, come playoff time,
Yeah, if they don't mess up.
because they're gonna put stress on that for real.
Yeah. Moving on, Mel, your second team, of course, had a loss against Jeff Saturday's first game as an NFL head coach. Get into it, Chat. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get before you get into this. I know what you're going to say. You're gonna say what's going on. Okay. And I'm going to say this, and I touched on this on last week. Josh McDaniels might be the worst coach in the NFL. I don't know what his mindset is going into games and during games. Like they talk about people who don't adjust, he doesn't adjust. Like, and then even at the end of the game, bad time management and bad play calling. You are on the 16-yard line and you need 7 yards for a first down and you're throwing fade routes. Just get the first down.
You know what's the problem, man? Like, all these dudes that just been Belichick guys just think they could be a head coach. None of them been successful as a head coach.
Mm-mm.
Also,
And
Nah, Vrabel.
I think yeah,
And we'll get on to them. And we'll get on to them in a minute.
But he a player though.
Oh, you mean assistant? Well, he was an assistant too.
Well, he was a coach there for like a
he was a linebacker coach for a minute over
I'm
there.
talking about like Brian Floyd. I'm talking about all them dudes like Matt
like the
Patricia.
coordinators, like the big
like
coordinators.
type shit.
I mean, I heard you.
Yeah, so like all them just like everybody think they just Belichick guys. They just don't work out. And then second, it's McDaniels and it's David Ard. Like where's Troy at when you need him, bro? Like I ain't gonna lie, he is blowing minds, bro. Like, I'm just sick of talking about him, bro. He's just playing shitty, bro. Like just to the point. It's to the point where both of them got to go. To me,
They're not gonna get rid of. He's Josh McDaniels. There was a report where they don't have the.
They don't have the money.
They don't have the money to fire him and like because he's gonna get paid regardless. So he's at least there until this year and next year, which, in fairness, he should be, because, like, I get what the expectations are. He should be there for at least 2 years.
Let me walk that.
I don't think people should like when they got rid of Lovie Smith back in the day after one season. I thought that was OD. Now there are teams where like it's understandable. Like
they got
old boy who replaced, old boy who replaced Harbaugh. I believe he was gone after 1 year, but that's because the entire management changed. Like I think that's when John Lynch took over and they started like, you know what, like nah, this is done. So like in that situation, I get it, but Mark Davis ain't going nowhere. Like that, who's the GM? Howie Roseman or something like that, whatever his name is. Mike Mayock, whatever his name is. They not going nowhere.
No, Mayock is gone. No, Mayock he was gone.
Oh, he been gone. Okay.
Yeah, he left when Gruden was out.
Okay.
I mean it's a lot. Carr isn't playing. It's a new offense, so he's not playing the same. You got injuries all over. Hunter Renfro's not there. Darren Waller's in and out of the offense. It's the perfect storm of BS. I don't think the play calling's good. The quarterback's not playing good. You got injuries. Offensive line's not playing good. Contracts over the heads of other dudes. It's just it's old Raiders BS. Just drama. It's just drama. All it is, just drama. Like the fact that they're not thinking about re-signing Josh Jacobs is absolutely ridiculous to me.
Is it though?
Yes.
I mean, if we're gonna be blunt, it's his contract year. Before this year, Josh Jacobs was he was okay. He was solid at times. Honestly, I wouldn't have wanted to keep him either going into the season. But then he had them 3 games where it was like, oh, okay, you can be a quality running back, and he's fell off the face of the earth since. He's been
because the offensive line and the play calling. Like it's not just a him thing. It's a collection of a bunch of things.
But he wasn't.
And on top of
he
it,
wasn't really like that with good play calling and good coaching.
Yes, he was. Are you crazy?
No, he was okay. He was solid. He was cool.
Okay.
Coming into the season, Josh Jacobs was not a top 15 running back, and I feel like coming into the season, he was not top 15.
Can you name 15 running backs better than Josh Jacobs?
No, he was
coming into the season.
He was top 15.
Name 15 running backs better than Josh Jacobs.
We're gonna go to it right.
You're bugging.
Because I don't think No. Okay. I'm sorry. He was at 15. He was at 15. I'm sorry. He was at 15. I can still give you the 14 though.
Can I hear him?
14.
Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Saquon, CMC, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Aaron Jones, Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette.
That Kareem.
Okay. So this is nothing because I think Saquon Barkley is a very good running back. But how did you have Saquon Barkley ranked ahead of Josh Jacobs coming up?
Because when healthy, I thought he was. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have prefaced that. When healthy, I thought when healthy, I thought he clears them.
What'd you do?
No, I'm not. But like I said, but this is coming off of an injury. Like we didn't know. So I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. It didn't matter to me. I'd probably still take Saquon no matter what over Josh Jacobs. It's just, don't get me wrong. We know the talent with Josh Jacobs. Like we know what the potential was. But he had been in the league for what is this, year 4? Year 3?
This is year 4 now.
Yeah, and in the first 3 years, it was like
he was
aight. He was cool. He was aight, but he wasn't nothing crazy. And I just feel like you're supposed to be.
What is it? What is your measuring stick on this? What are you doing this based off of?
What do you mean? Like as far as
you said he was all right.
He was cool. Like I just felt like for the talent that he was viewed to be, and what he was supposed to come in and be for the Raiders, I just felt like it was like he was solid. He had his good games. Like everybody has their good games. You know what I mean? But I think early in his career it was inconsistent. If you want to blame the O-line for that, okay. But early in his career it was a little too inconsistent for my nerves. And like I said, even last year, like I'd watch him run the ball, or I'd like just watch him play, and I'm just like, I feel like you could be so much better than this. Like I feel like you have the talent to be a top 10 running back, and you're not, and you're nowhere close to it, in my opinion.
Well,
like you don't even touch it.
Wouldn't it take touches for that to happen?
But even with the touches he was getting, in my opinion, he wasn't really wowing me with them. Like I can see a running back not getting enough touches, but still see like for example, when ETN in the first couple games when he was barely getting the rock, we knew it was coming. It was just a matter of he wasn't getting the rock. With Josh Jacobs, even the little minimal touches he was getting, it was just kind of like okay, you cool. Like Josh Jacobs ain't no slouch,
but they're two different types of running backs. He's like
no.
Like he's
I hear
you that you have to feed the rock to. He he's got to lean on the defense.
But I don't think he was like I said, he wasn't really because you can say that about him, cool, but he just wasn't wowing me. Like it's really like I don't really know his stats off the top of my head, like what he was doing, but like
just pull him up for me real quick.
I'll pull him up, but like I said, he just wasn't wowing me. Like, and like I said, I corrected myself. He was at 15, but I think every guy I named, I don't think it's a question that you would take, except maybe Leonard Fournette
and Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt is better than Josh Jacobs
right now.
Kareem Hunt, no, coming into the season, Kareem Hunt is better than Josh Jacobs. I don't think that one was the question. Honestly, I don't think because I know what Kareem Hunt is. He's just behind Nick Chubb, who is right now probably the best running back in the league, top 2 probably, and at the time top 5 coming into the season. So like, yeah, that's just me. Like even like I'm looking at his stats. His rookie year, I'll give him 1150, 4.8 yards. His second year, 2020, a K and 12 touchdowns. 4 yards a carry. Last year, 872, 4 yards a carry. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. It wasn't wowing me. You know what I mean? It just wasn't wowing me. That's all it was.
Like I said, but like, how many running backs ran for 1,000 yards?
Last year? I'll pull it up. Last year, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't.
Let me look. You said how many did or did not?
Did, I believe he said.
I think it was only like 5 or 6.
So let me look at rushing yards real quick. Oh, I'm bugging.
I mean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last year, it was only 7.
7.
Yeah, it was definitely 7.
The bar is not what it is.
I say he's solid, though. I say he's solid.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the bar is not what it used to. So, we used to look at 800 yards, like, man, you ain't do nothing. But when you only got, you don't even have 10 dudes rushing for 1,000 yards, you have to adjust how you look at what the running games are nowadays.
I disagree. Because the way I feel, like, that year, yeah, a lot of people didn't run for a day. You know what I mean? Like, there was a year where not a lot of receivers had 100 receptions.
That's
you know what I mean? Like, but my point is, like maybe 100 is the wrong number, but there was a year where like the receiving as a whole across the board didn't really look all that. Right. You know what I mean?
But you adjust how you look at numbers. Do you think a receiver catching 115 passes today is equal to the way Jerry Rice caught and Sterling Sharp caught their 115 passes?
That's taking it way too far. That's taking it way.
No, I'm just saying.
That's different, but. Josh, even with that, like I get where you're going, but I'm not even taking it that far. I'm just talking even in today's little era. It's cool. Like, hey, shout out to your little 1065. It's not bad at all. That was a good season for you. But as a player, I'm still like.
But technically, that was a good season for a lot of people, for a lot of running backs. Was it not?
What do you mean?
You said his 1,000.
Like that was a good season, but him as a player is still like, yeah, you cool. You're not like I'll give you a perfect example, right? Last year, Jalen Waddle had 1,000 yards. Considering the circumstances, you would say that was really good, considering that he was still able to hit a K. But Jalen Waddle for me was still, you cool. You had a good season, especially considering the circumstances. It was a great season for you almost. Now, obviously, it's different this year. Obviously, for him, considering the circumstances, yes, the fact that he was able to hit a K.
Why?
Because his starting quarterback was out for 8 games, and he had to deal with Jacoby Brissett, who's let's not get started on what he looked like then, with Brian Flores and that whole Brian Flores not even believing into it. The offense did not look like this at all. Like Considering the circumstances, and he was missing his quarterback for 6, 7, 8 games.
I mean, in a passing league, when we've seen other rookie wide receivers come in and go for 14, 15, 1,600 yards.
How many of those rookie wide receivers have their quarterback for the entire year?
I don't know.
Because if you drop off from Tua to Jacoby Brissett, your numbers are going to suffer tremendously. And he didn't just have Jacoby Brissett for like 2 or 3 games. He had him for like 7. They went on a 7-game losing streak, I believe, with Jacoby Brissett. And then they went on another 7 with him. But Tua wasn't doing nothing crazy even in them games either. But I'm just saying, even with all that, he was still missing a starting quarterback for 8 years. I mean, for 8 games. 7 games, whatever it was. Your numbers are going to take a hit, especially when it's Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett's cool, but he ain't wowing nobody. He ain't going to do... I mean, look what he's doing in Cleveland. Is Amari Cooper really going crazy like that?
He doing well.
Yeah, he doing well, but he's not going crazy. And this is a rookie Jalen Waddle who ain't the route runner Amari Cooper is. He's gotten better. But so first of all, you're not the route runner like that. You got the speed for sure, but you had to deal with a quarterback who, when he got in, they started doing none but short routes and relying on Jakeem Grant and whoever else was over there. Like, you're not going to do much. That's what I'm saying. Considering the circumstances, it was great, but I was still like, it was cool, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, even with that 1,000-yard, 12 touchdown season, that was cool. That was a great year for you. You still, like, Leonard Fournette is the only one I can understand if y'all wanted to take, just because,
Now, coming to the season, I had Leonard Fournette with Josh.
I did too. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I wasn't gonna waste my breath arguing Leonard Fournette. But like Kareem Hunt, I think is like legit better. Like, he hasn't been better this season. I'll give you that. But coming into the year, it was no questions asked for me. Kareem Hunt, I take him every time.
Yeah. Okay. I still take Josh Jacobs, but
I mean, yeah, he on your team. Why not? But we're gonna move on.
Even if he wasn't on my team, yeah, he's a good back.
Solid. We're gonna move on, and I put this in here because we're kind of getting close to the end of the season, and I knew Trent was coming back for this one, so we're gonna have this thing called contenders or pretenders. So we're gonna go down the list of teams. Obviously, I kept out the obvious. We know the Chiefs are going to be contenders. We know the Bills are going to be contenders, right? We know the Eagles right now are they?
Are they?
Don't do this, man. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Yes, the Bills are contenders. They are a top 2 team in the AFC. Like, come on, let's not do this. So I took guys that are probably on the fringe, or maybe that need a little more respect, and we're gonna go through them and we're gonna see, whether or not you feel they're contenders or pretenders. So first up, Minnesota Vikings.
Contenders.
Pretenders.
At some point, you got to give them their credit, man.
No. I'm giving them all the credit in the world for this regular season. You know that saying, there's like all these things guaranteed in life? There's 3 things guaranteed in life.
Here you go.
Death, taxes, and Kirk Cousins to fold in primetime. What you think's finna happen in the playoffs?
I can't wait.
What you think's finna happen when they gotta play San Francisco in the second round?
I done heard you say.
Low key, they might face them in the first round.
I done heard you say that you would think that the Eagles and Cowboys will be in the fucking conference championship, and now we doing this with Kirk Cousins, and what are we doing?
Because I thought the Cowboys on their
trust
defense.
That in primetime?
No. But I trust that defense. Micah Parsons. Oh yeah.
Whoa, that defense is looking very, 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 very shaky and suspect.
What you think Minnesota's looking like then? At least I believe in the talent on the field for Dallas. Right, Minnesota. What you mean? Did you not just see what they just gave up? Selling with 40-something seconds left. After the Bills sold.
But drives like that happen though with good defense all the time. Though. There's still a very solid defense now. This is actually a year where they actually have a decent.
So is the Cowboys not a very solid defense?
But you saying
I'm saying I believe in the Cowboys defense before I believe in Minnesota's.
Oh yeah, but you're saying Dak in prime time. I mean, like Kirk
But do
prime
you
time.
but do you believe the thing about it is you can believe in that defense. Do you honestly think if it turned into a shootout that the Cowboys
Would beat the Vikings? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, hell
Yes.
no.
If it's Cowboys versus Vikings, if it's Cowboys versus Vikings, if it's Cowboys versus if it's Cowboys versus
Justin
Vikings,
Jefferson is going to destroy Trayvon Diggs. He's going to destroy
and I'm
him.
gonna put money that CeeDee Lamb is gonna destroy Patrick
Nope.
Peterson.
No way.
CD would have a solid game.
Way.
No
way.
No way it's crazy.
That's
no
wild.
way it's crazy.
That's wild.
No way
That's
it's
wild.
crazy.
I'm not gonna hold you.
But CD
did CD not just cook Jair?
Yeah, he did.
What you think he finna do to Pat P?
Pat
P been balling. Pat P been balling. Hey, you got the chains on and everything. Shout out to you, Pat P. But if it comes down to Cowboys versus Vikings, and it becomes a shootout, I guarantee you. Kirk Cousins will sell the game before Dak will. Now they both probably no. Listen.
I don't believe
they both will sell, but Dak Prescott will sell to give the ball back to Kirk with like a minute 30, and then Kirk will sell in that minute 30. That's how I think it would play out. Let's say Dallas is up by 3, and they just need to get a first down. Dak Prescott will sell that. They got to punt the ball. Kirk Cousins has an opportunity, then he's gonna sell, and that's how it would go.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Not this. I don't. Like I said, until I see it. Do you know who has more for? He had this year, and I don't like Kirk Cousins, so this is not me fanboying for Kirk Cousins. So he has 5 come from behind wins this year, where he drove the team down the win. You know who doesn't have that?
That's nasty because you know he missed like 5 games. But continue. That's really nasty because you know he missed 5 games, and that's really nasty to try to context bend that because you know Dak Prescott was out for 5 weeks. But sure, if you want to have that, that's fine. But you know what? Don't they play this weekend? I cannot wait. So I can't believe I actually am looking forward to rooting for the Cowboys. But anyways, so these come from behind wins that you're talking about. One was against the Lions. The other one was against the Saints, and it took a double doink for them to win.
Okay.
The other one was against the Bears before they started bugging. The other one was against the Cardinals. Oh, you know what? The Bears might not have been a come from behind. I think they were just up. So forgive me about the Bears. The other one was against the Cardinals, and then against the Bills. Oh, and they had to scrap and claw with the Commanders. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to them. They 8-1 or whatever it is.
But you got to but you got to put it in context. See, they pulled out those wins, correct? And what is their record right now? 8-1.
Mm-hmm.
If the Broncos would have averaged 13 points, they'd be 8-1.
They averaging 14, are they not?
No. I think it was over the stretch of games that they had lost. If they would have averaged 13 or 14
points, okay, that makes sense.
They'd be 8-1 right now. Like, so don't just like whether you squeak it out, whether it comes off a double doink, or you still got to go win the game.
Okay, but my point is, in the playoffs, you focused on that 1 week. You're not high. You throwing everything at it just to win that one game.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt? Because we was talking about them versus the Cowboys. They not beating the 49ers. The Vikings aren't beating the 49ers. We already saw what the Eagles did to them. Now, do I think Justin Jefferson's going to get locked up again? No. But I think they're going to run down their throat. I think the Vikings are finna kill him. Dalvin Cook is great. I love Dalvin Cook. I think the combination of Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts is going to kill the Vikings' run defense. Personally. And A.J. Brown ain't going for no one catch again. That's not finna happen. Let Dallas Goedert come back too. I just think, like, don't get me wrong, the Vikings got weapons on offense, but they have Kirk Cousins as the quarterback. This has been the case for the Vikings for years. Like, their offense has not missed a beat. They had what's it called? They had Stephon and Thielen with Cook. Now they got Jefferson and Thielen with Cook and T.J. Hawkinson, a top 5 tight end. They've had weapons since Kirk got there. How's it cap?
That bullshit.
It's not cap. Anyways, they've had weapons for years, and they always sell one way or another. Whether it's in the regular season, when they get to the playoffs, that's why they are pretenders. Pretenders.
So basically, okay. So do the next one.
All right. Next one. Who did I put on here? The Dolphins.
Oh, I'll go first. I'm gonna go contender.
Pretenders.
And I'm gonna tell you why. For whatever goofy reason, they can't stop as bad. And I don't think Tua is playing really good football. I just think he's getting bailed out a lot by his wide receivers. But no one can seem to stop it.
Yo, I'm telling you.
So until I see it, I'm gonna have to go with it.
I really think his what you think, G?
Move yourself.
Yeah, mute yourself real quick. Go ahead, G baby. What was you about to say?
I hate when Mel says, "I just feel like something goofy is gonna happen," because that means you're relying on luck. You don't actually believe they're contenders, because there's no way, with how bad that defense has been looking, they just let Justin Fields cook them with who as their receiving core? Claypool and who? Nick Nemes St. Brown, however you say his name? Cole Kmet? Who ain't pretenders. You want to know why they're pretenders? Because I don't think they're winning a playoff game. I think they are losing. They're gonna get there. They're gonna be happy to be there. They're going to lose.
I don't trust Tua Arm in the playoffs.
Look, but I said this. I said
like a lot of shit that I'm saying, like Tyreek Hill and like bail him out, and a lot of that shit is not going to go in the playoffs. And if it do,
like I said, for whatever reason, but that's what I'm saying. For whatever reason, it's working, and until it don't work, you can't say.
Bro, that luck gonna go out soon. Bro.
You say it's working, but like it's really like it's working against the bad ones. Like that throw he had against Detroit, that man put his whole foot, ass, back, and his future children's life into that throw, and it was still underthrown. It was Tyreek still had to come back for it. You think that's gonna happen with defenses like against the Lions? It's against the Lions, Mel. Though statistically the worst defense the NFL has ever seen.
They still pros.
That's what we're doing now. Because they're pros. Because they're pros now.
I got to defend my opinion.
That's crazy. So no, they are pretenders.
Yeah, they pretenders.
Pretenders.
Okay.
Mullage, you got them contenders or pretenders?
Mullage is in the Indy 500. I don't know what
Yeah. I'm Ubering through town right now, bro. You feel me? StreamYard, we don't promote streaming and driving. So I'm Ubering through town right now.
So what you think? Dolphins pretenders or contenders?
But as far as the question, Dolphins?
I heard contenders. You said
you said contenders?
He didn't say it with his chest though. He said it real low.
Your Mullage.
Yeah, I think it's lagging out for him. I know he said he was maneuvering through traffic, but we're gonna put that in the pen and say he said contenders, which is, I guess. But hey, this next one, the Titans.
I mean, they're not doing shit, so I'm just gonna say pretenders.
Pretenders. Yeah. Only because we've seen this last year. They had the best record in the league or in the AFC,
There's
whatever.
no way you about to say contenders.
And
There's
no,
no
I
way you
said
about to.
pretenders.
No. I'm talking about G-Bay. There's no way you about to say contenders.
Oh, there's no way.
There's
Please
no
don't
way
say
you're
that.
about to say the Titans are contenders, bro. Like,
I'll cut this stream off right now.
bro, there's no way you about to say this shit, bro. Bro, there's no way you're about to say the Titans are contenders.
They are
There's no.
pretenders.
All right,
Okay.
Cool.
However,
Ain't no fucking
Oh,
however.
boy.
bro.
There's no however.
listen.
hmm
I look at the Titans as like
A bad team.
as like they're either a bad matchup for other teams or they always face somebody. Like I don't think they will ever in their life beat the Chiefs in a playoff game. But can they beat the Bills? I think so. Can they beat the Dolphins? I believe so. Can they beat the Ravens? I believe so.
I'm not.
Now they're still pretenders. They're
Not-
still
not-
pretenders. Wait. They're
They're
still
not-
pretenders.
they're not-
They're still pretenders. But we saw what they did to the Ravens. Derrick Henry went off. We saw. Wait. If they can run down the throat of the Bills,
That happened one time, and you know why that one time? 'Cause they play like shit. Usually in the playoffs, Derrick Henry gets boxed. So I'm not hearing that. They're not doing
he
shit.
didn't get boxed when they went to the AFC Championship. He wasn't getting boxed
AFC Championship. Who they play?
when they played the Chiefs. That's why I said they never gonna beat the Chiefs. But the Titans were in the AFC Championship 2 years ago
But he won. Derrick Henry won. But I think that's the 2019, right?
when they played the Chiefs.
that wasn't-
When the Chiefs kept coming back down like double digits to everybody, like they were up 24-0 on the Chiefs that year.
I don't think Derrick Henry was balling in those playoffs though. Like,
No, I don't like. They're not going.
He wasn't getting boxed. Trent said he's getting boxed. I don't know about all that.
Derrick Henry gets boxed, bro.
In his early career, yeah, like with Mariota, yeah.
Just in, bro.
I don't think he was getting boxed in the
2020.
in whatever year they went to the AFC Chip against the Chiefs, where they lost like 42-24 or something like that.
I don't think it was the AFC
Boxed.
Championship.
Against the Chiefs,
Boxed.
against the Chiefs.
Now the other two games, this the only time I saw what's his name, Derrick Henry bug out. Them first two games they played the Patriots and Ravens, but Chiefs boxed him up. And all the other playoffs games he's gotten boxed before.
Yeah, well, I mean, we was talking about that run. And I was like, he didn't get boxed. So I'm
That's what
saying
I'm
if look, Derrick Henry going crazy, they went to the AFC Chip last year. I don't think he should have came back. I knew he wasn't ready. He wasn't. They should have just let Deontay Foreman just be the guy. Like I think they probably could have won. I don't think Derrick Henry was not ready, in my opinion. Like the injury he had, he just wasn't ready. But the year before they went to the AFC Chip, I'm just saying they play their cards right and they get themselves a 1 seed again. First off, they get in the first round bye. That means that all they got to do is win one game to get back to the AFC Chip. They're not going to have to see the Chiefs or the Bills. If they get the 1 seed, they don't have to see them to the conference championship. Because the Bills and Chiefs will be 2 and 3. So now they get a low seed? If they got to play the Ravens, they can get them. Because, like, the Ravens still don't have receivers, and it's worse than what it was in 2019. So they still don't have receivers. They can catch the Ravens. They might not catch the Bengals because the Bengals have too much offensive firepower. But it won't be a low-scoring game like it was last year. Derrick Henry can go off on that defense. I don't think that defense is as good as it was last year. Or at least when they went hot at the end. So, they're pretenders. But don't be surprised if we have the Titans in the AFC Championship game. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's definitely not happening.
Yeah, that's just not happening.
Hey, if cards play right and they end, because they 7-3 right now. Say what you want about this team, they keep winning. Because last
they got
year,
a bunch of high spades, nigga. They ain't getting to
but y'all say that, but last year, if Tannehill just doesn't force it into double coverage, they're in the AFC Championship again for the second year in a row. Mike Vrabel, say what you want about them, but Mike Vrabel keeps having this team win, even with Malik Wills completing 11 completions in 2 games. Winning. If they get the 1 seed, they're not going to have to see the Chiefs or the Bills in the first round. Or in that second round.
They have no history of winning, so why do you feel confident that it's going to happen next?
I said they can. This is Mike Vrabel. This is a different story. Mike Vrabel keeps
Everybody
winning.
can.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying if they get the 1 seed, If they happen to go win 12 games, which can happen, they're 7-3 now. They've already won more games than I thought they were going to win. So they're 7-3 now. If they go 5-2 in the next 7 and get the 1 seed, they won't have to play the Chiefs or the Bills, so they can make it to an AFC chip depending on who they play. It's all about matchup. That's why I say I think they can be a bad matchup for them lower seeded teams. If Derrick Henry can go off and he ain't even got to get like his 150, 200, but if he can just keep that chain moving and keep and Tannehill playing like how he did last night, maybe not that OD, but just somewhat resemblance of that, they can cause problems. That's all I'm saying. But they're pretenders. So we're on the same page with that. But I am a believer in Mike Vrabel. We'll get on to that later at the end. But next team, the Giants.
We contenders. I don't give a fuck. We contenders. There's no way you about to talk about some fucking Ryan Tannehill and this shit.
But I called them pretenders. No. But I called them pretenders, did I not? But I called them pretenders.
You said you wouldn't be surprised if an AFC chip were
but I gave you valid reasons that I don't think would happen for the Giants.
Bro, we're kitchens.
No, they're not.
No, I'm gonna go pretender.
They are pretenders because they are losing in the
Only
first round.
because
To who?
I just think the
Probably
playoffs
the
is gonna be
Bucks.
rough.
Probably the Bucks.
It might be Tampa. Yeah.
It'll be so fun if we beat Brady. That should be so funny. That would be.
It would.
I mean,
be,
it would. I mean,
but
it would
probably
be,
the.
but I would.
But like,
I would just say it's a giant quarterback who did it. So, you know,
yeah.
it's
But
in the cards.
probably to them, or let's say you guys are 6 seed and you got to play the 3. Who would that be? Because you got Philly, you got Minnesota. What division am I not thinking about? Oh, the Seahawks. Oh, you could possibly beat them.
And the funny thing.
Oh, wait. 49ers still have a chance to win that division. If they're the 3 seed,
We still have a chance to win a division.
You guys are winning the
They
division.
do.
They have a chance. You're absolutely
If we
right.
beat Philly the first time,
You're not beating Philly. You're not beating Philly
We
though.
can put money. I promise you, we splitting. We're splitting with Philly. We're going to split with Philly, and we're going to sweep Taylor Heineke.
Ooh, no, I don't think y'all are. I don't
I
think
think
y'all
we
are.
are.
I don't think y'all are.
We are.
I don't think y'all. You want to put money on it?
We put 20.
Not having it.
Because you don't want to say 50. Yeah, we can do 20. You guys aren't. You guys aren't. What's the bet? Because you guys said you guys are sweeping. Nah. So I win. So you win if. Because you said you guys are splitting with Philly. And you said you guys are sweeping Commanders.
Yes.
We'll do the Commanders one. And the reason why is because I'm like super confident. I'm super confident in both. And I want to challenge. So we'll do the Commanders one because I don't think y'all are sweeping them. Low key. Nah, let me stop.
No, tell me about to lose.
I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all might go 1-5 in y'all division.
Crazy as fuck.
What are y'all right now? 0-1?
Yeah, because the Cowboys won.
I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all might
Crazy.
get swept by Dallas. Y'all might get swept by Dallas.
I don't think we're gonna get. I think we split this one.
When do y'all play? This week or next week?
I think we play them the next week because we play the Lions this week.
Don't get caught by the Lions either.
We gotta get caught by those sorry ass.
Don't get caught by the Lions.
Sorry.
All right. Next team staying in the division, the Cowboys.
Fucking pretenders.
Pretenders. I will never. It will never be a
Now,
Cowboys
like,
team.
bruh.
See, and y'all call me nasty.
The only time I had faith in them was when Dez Bryant got robbed. They're pretenders.
This team is not that good. This team is not really that good.
And we talking about some trust in Dak Prescott. I mean, fucking Kirk Cousins in prime time. Dak Prescott in prime time is doo-doo.
But if y'all are gonna call the Vikings contenders, I
and
feel
Mike
like
McCarthy?
we gotta call.
Why?
Gotta call the Cowboys contenders as well. Look, I don't want to do it. I don't like the
Why?
Cowboys.
Why don't?
Because look. Let's look at the way this team is set up, right?
Oh,
No. I'm telling you why.
Who have they played? Run their games down for me and tell me the result.
I got you right now. Are we counting the games where Dak Prescott wasn't there?
I don't.
We are, right? I'm assuming we are. I'm assuming we are.
Yeah.
Because that defense was locking up a lot during that time. So, like, their defense was the reason they was winning, which is why I'm putting it. But anyways, so week 1 they lost to the Bucks 19-3. Dak Prescott got hurt. We know that. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Giants. Dang.
Well, they are the
Lost to
Cowboys.
Cooper Rush. They beat the Giants. They beat the Commanders. They beat the Rams. They lose to the Eagles, which was Cooper Rush's last game. They beat the Lions. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Bears. And they lost to their kryptonite, Aaron Rodgers.
So every good team or decent team, they lost.
And that's
The
always
shitty.
Without Dak Prescott, yes. Because they really this Packers game is really the only loss they have truly with Dak Prescott. Every other game's been with Cooper Rush.
But they didn't play.
Yeah, but every other game has been with Cooper Rush. So like Dak can only play who's in front of him. Like Dak's been hurt. What you want him to do? So in the games he's played, like truly played, because I think he got hurt. First quarter against the Bucks? Like I'm not holding that against Dak. Or like early in the second, I'm not holding that against Dak. We about to find out though when he plays the Vikings. And we gonna come back here next Friday, and y'all are gonna walk back. You're gonna be like, yeah, I thought the Vikings were contenders, but I just saw how Kirk Cousins looked to get that defense. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That's how y'all are gonna be. Now Trent's not gonna be this way because he's a Giants fan. It's his job to hate the Cowboys. There is nobody who hates division opponents more than the NFC East. Because for years, that's all they ever cared about. Because they knew they wasn't winning no chip. They knew they wasn't. They knew they didn't have a chance. So it's okay.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
What?
What division is the Saints in?
NFC South.
Okay, how many? Can you please name the teams that are in the NFC South?
Falcons, Panthers, Saints, and Bucks. What's the problem?
Okay, take the Bucks who won the championship 2 years ago.
And the Panthers in 2015.
What? I don't understand why y'all are bringing them up though. Like I agree with you. But like I'm not sitting here saying the NFC South is nothing crazy. I'm just saying that's like we acted like that's not what the NFC East was. They called it the NFC East for a reason, just like they called the Aints for the reason all them years ago. That's why, like, we know it. I'm just pointing out what it was. I have never seen I don't know Chiefs fans who hate Chargers fans really bad. Like Eagles and Cowboy fans hate each other, or Cowboys and Giants fans hate each other. Like I don't know people like that. It's really only in the NFC East. So that's why I'm saying, like, that's all I was pointing out. So y'all are bringing up the NFC South. Yeah, we know what's mid. We know NFC South ain't no.
Mid would be an upgrade.
NFC South ain't no glorious division. Like we know this. I'm just pointing it out. Like, was like the division winner? Was the division winner for like 4 years straight, 9-7, or it was like it came down to a Week 17 game. The Cowboys always find a way to lose it. Like, that's what it was for, like, 8 years in a row. That's all I'm saying. Until the Eagles went on their little run. Like, up to that, for, like, 8 years in a row, that's all it was. Even when the Giants won in 2011, what was their record, Trent? 9-7?
Yeah, but only 9-17 won the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to them. They went on a run. All I'm saying is, with Dak Prescott at the quarterback, he can only play who's in front of him. And when he plays the Vikings and they win, because the Vikings will sell, because they already got away with the game they should have lost. They got away with 2 games they should have lost, in my opinion. But nevertheless, they already got away with the 2 games they should have lost. This game, they're going to come up and they're going to lose. And then you guys will come back here next Friday, and you're going to be like, dang, you know what? I thought the Vikings were contenders. I don't know about that no more.
You said the same shit about fucking remember that night you talking about the Joe Burrow and when they first played the Browns and T. Higgins gonna show you who the true number 1 is. And this and that. You talking like
that? I did say that, but you want to know what else I said? I also said I didn't know that Joe Burrow had never won a game against the Browns in his career. If I would have known that, I would have changed my tune. I'm a believer in that stuff. I'm not gonna hold you. Like if I hear, Kirk Cousins is 2-9 in prime time, I'm going against him every time. If I hear, and not only 2-9, he plays bad in prime time, I'm taking the unders on everything. If he's a 255 passing yard, I'm taking the under. Interceptions, taking the over. Like
and this Dallas Vikings game is what? When's the Dallas Vikings game again?
Sunday, 3:25. Prime time. In prime time. America. Oh no. It's on CBS, but if it was on Fox, it would be America's Game of the Week. It's on CBS though, so it's a primetime slot.
All right.
So when we revisit this, I need both of y'all to apologize to me.
All right. No, I will. Hey, but just like I said, next game. We'll get to it.
Last two teams, Seahawks.
Fucking pretenders.
Pretenders. Yeah, pretenders.
Thank you, Mel, because you was the one I was worried about with this team. Pretenders. I think they'll be a 6 seed and lose in the first round. Bucks.
As long as they got Brady, pretender.
Pretenders. They're not making it out the second round.
Yeah.
They'll be a 4 seed, and they'll either get caught by the 5th seed, or they'll lose in the second round to Philly,
I'm saying pretenders.
Or Minnesota. Oh, don't let them play the 49ers because they'll lose to them as well.
Look, I don't bet against old man Brady.
Shit, I have.
Yeah, I have. I was like, and I won every time I did it. I don't bet against them all the time, but when I do, I win. Philly and last year, I won like $400 on the Rams beating Brady. So yeah. I didn't put this team in here because I want to see how Trent feel. After talking about it, because now I'm curious. How you feel about the 49ers, Trent?
What do you mean?
Contenders or pretenders?
Not their contenders. Their team is loaded.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, just making sure.
Why would they not be contenders?
I mean, y'all. I don't know. I mean, you thought the Vikings were contenders. I was hoping you think the 49ers are.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be contenders. And when they add Odell Beckham in 2 weeks.
He's not going to San Fran. I'm not going to hold you. This is very much a side note because we got to get on to next week. I think he's going to Dallas. Because Jerry Jones will pay him the contract extension he wants. Because Odell wants a long-term deal. And the Cowboys will pay. Jerry Jones, if he knows he can have Odell on the star, Jerry Jones will pay.
They haven't given CeeDee Lamb his contract yet. They got a lot of dudes.
That's different. That's different.
Yeah, that's for sure different.
CeeDee Lamb didn't play for the Giants. CeeDee Lamb did not play for the New York Football Giants. Imagine he signs Odell to because Jerry Jones loves the storylines. Imagine Odell playing for the Dallas Cowboys with a star on his helmet, and he gotta go see New York 2 times a year. He gotta go back to New York again. You don't think Jerry Jones is salivating out his mouth for that?
Odell about to get married. His wife loves California. He is not leaving California.
Yeah, that's adorable. Hey, you know what he could tell his wife? Hey, yo, Texas ain't got no state income tax, so you know what? Hey, we can keep a lot more of that money that you love so much. Reunion. No, he's not going back to New York. He wants to win.
I see him go back to New York than Dallas.
I mean, I know you would rather see that.
No,
I know you would.
You got a better chance. You got a better chance.
Y'all can't give him the long-term deal he wants. Y'all are broke.
Why not?
The Giants are broke. We've been through this. All the people they got to pay next year, they can't afford to keep Odell for a long-term contract. At least the one that Odell wants, they can't afford that. So that's why he would only go back to take a discount. But I know, especially when San Fran can pay him. Low key, the Chargers should because Keenan Allen's getting up there. But hey, Keenan Allen just staying injury prone, so low key the Chargers should try to make a run. The Rams want him back because what else are they gonna have, especially now with Cooper Kupp on IR. And then Dallas can for sure pay him. Dallas ain't got because all their best players on defense are on their rookie contracts, and they don't got to sign. They don't got to extend them for another 2 years. So yeah, they can give Odell that little 2-3 year deal he wants.
That's not a lifetime deal. He's looking for at least a 4-year deal.
That's one, but they can pay him and they can adjust the back half of the contract. Because they're not going to re-sign him. Because honestly, you know what I think? I think after he goes wherever he goes, after he gets his deal, in 2 years he'll probably be done with football. As long as he wins another ring, he'll probably be done after 2 years. I'm not going to hold you.
No, I don't think so.
I think he will. How old is he? Like 29?
Something like that.
He's the same age as Jarvis, right? He's the same age as Jarvis, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in like 2-3 years, I think he'll probably, if he wins another one, he'll probably come back and defend it. But it'll be like, I'm probably done. Personally. But yeah, that's just my little spin on Odell. Before we get into this week 11 picks, would you like to talk about that fraud, Aaron Rodgers? Because if you don't, I will.
It's crazy how you love calling Aaron Rodgers a fraud, but the person, your boy from the New Orleans Saints who wore number 9, you never call him a fraud.
Why would I?
Because he is one.
Would you ever call Eli Manning a fraud, your boy?
Because he wasn't a fraud.
Okay.
Can't call him a fraud.
All right, so neither was Drew Brees.
Huh?
Drew Brees wasn't a fraud then.
Huh?
Look, man, we know you hate
if Aaron Rodgers.
We know you have him. Like, you know you got that extra hate for him.
If Aaron Rodgers is a fraud, so is Drew Brees.
I disagree. No, but nevertheless, because I think
Aaron Rodgers always gets shit on, and Drew Brees just get. You know what? We're gonna.
Because I think Drew Brees has had literally 2 of the most OD sell jobs, one by the refs and one by the defense in his career.
I'm not talking about that. I said I'll give you that. What about?
And I told you them early years from 07, 08, and then 2010 and then 2012. I think I told you them years. I don't remember what happened. I think 2011 was the Fernan Davis catch. But in that little period, I can't tell you what happened to me. So I gave you those. But after that, Drew Brees was constantly. Oh, what was the year I gave you? Oh, and Legion of Boom the first year. Because I was like, we weren't beating them. I don't care how good Drew Brees played. That defense, that was the first year of Legion of Boom. That defense, I mean, look what they did to Peyton Manning and them. Like, that defense was OD. I never thought we were going to beat them. So, yes, but, after that, nah, I'm not going to hold you. Name me a time Drew Brees sold.
I mean, we can just talk about just the whole 2016 season. Niggas always bring up the defense and shit, but, I'm just
26 when we went 7-9?
Mm-hmm. Do you think there were opportunities that whole season where Drew Brees could have won y'all games? Because they lost 6 one-score games.
Obviously I don't have it in my head, so I'm gonna say naturally there's probably times. But I do remember though, a lot of the times Drew Brees did what he needed to do, and then in the last 2 minutes it was the defense always selling. That's what happened most of the time.
I've seen Aaron Rodgers take weak defense.
One time.
It's multiple.
One time.
They were mid.
He had a bottom of the defense one time.
His best. No, and his best year. Nick, what you mean? You talking about
that wasn't his best year when they went 15-1 and not the 32 ranked defense?
That was his best year.
That was not his
best year. Yes, you can argue that his best year. The year in 2011 when he went stupid. In 2011, when them defenses was 32nd yards given up,
was that his best year? I mean, I don't want to be splitting hairs because it's
besides that in 2020.
But like I said, okay, cool. 32nd ranked defense. I get it.
You can call Drew Brees a fraud. The same shit. It's that Drew Brees.
If y'all want to call him a fraud, by all means,
because it's a historic. We know it's the worst no flag in NFL history. Besides that, it's been multiple times.
And he has the worst missed tackle in NFL history as well.
That's fine.
The worst missed tackle in NFL history.
But nobody. Are you only claiming Drew Brees the Saints years?
Huh?
I said
I was 3 when he was on. I was 3 when he was on the Chargers. You know when I became a Saints fan? When Reggie Bush got drafted there, because Reggie Bush was my favorite player of all time.
I was just asking a question.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did in San Diego. I'm not gonna hold you. I never know what he did in San Diego.
What you say, man?
I didn't know Drew Brees' name until I knew Reggie Bush was on the Saints, and Drew Brees was the quarterback at the time.
So you're only claiming Drew Brees as a Saint,
yes,
not
absolutely.
as a Charger.
Absolutely, because I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care. I don't know what he did. I couldn't tell you what he. I just know he got drafted the same year as LT, because they was in the room and I read the book. So that's all I know.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because you talk about selling and sailing, and that motherfucker was a kite for most of his career. But
he was before he got.
I don't know what he did in San Diego. So you want to call him a fraud for San Diego? Hey, be my guest, because I'm not gonna defend that because I don't know. That wasn't my team. So
but Aaron Rodgers plays shit. Fucking that shit was a shit show. I'm seeing fucking niggas running 6'1". I haven't seen a 6'1". What are you doing running a 6'1"? I don't care how good Derrick Henry is, bro. You don't want a 6'1" in 2022.
No.
Who does that?
No.
You don't do that, bro.
Especially because, like, my whole thing is if you run the ball and you get past that first level, that's one guy to
There's
stop.
nothing. There's
Bro,
nothing.
if
There.
you just go shotgun on some shit, like, bro, you're fried. Like, who, like, I don't.
The middle of your defense.
And
is
another
wide
thing,
open.
like, you have Jair Alexander. Why do you not put him on your, like, just for, like, this whole season? Why do you not put him on your best guys? Like, I don't understand that either.
I don't understand defenses that do that where they just have their best corner play one side of the field.
You know,
That
Jair
makes
is playing.
no.
What?
It doesn't
So,
make sense.
yeah, I want to ask y'all because Mel, you've been in this world. Trent, you're about to be in this world. You know, you got a dad that be in the big leagues and stuff, and coaching, and been around these NFL players. Is coaching really that hard? Because genuinely, and I don't want to be disrespectful. Like and Trent, this is not even coming at your dad. I'm just saying in general. Because I personally feel, even though I ain't coached at that big level yet, I knew even coaching middle school kids, if I knew there was a guy over there, like they best guy, they best receiver, hey, where's my best corner? Hey, guess what? You're following him. I don't care if we run in cover 2, cover 3, cover 1, cover 0. You find him, and that's where you line up.
Like it depends on the corner, but like you.
But you have Jair Alexander. Raheem Morris has Jalen Ramsey. Like there's a bunch of times I see you have premier backs. Like it's different. At least with the Eagles, it's different because you got Bradbury on the other side, so you can afford not to. Like
with the Rams, when Jalen Ramsey had like. I think it was a mini Reeves year. That 2020 year, they had the personnel where they could just run him in. So he was cool, but like this now with Jair, like even though Eric Stokes, because they do have Eric Stokes, he's out.
Because Stokes is out, right?
I'm saying I don't know if they have the personnel, but they don't run a lot of man. So I was just like to see Jair just at least be on that side.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he's
for
not a
me,
Richard Sherman dude where he can just stay on that side, just lock up and be cool. Like
but like my thing is like. I feel like a lot of this stuff that we're saying is just common sense. Like, I just don't, like, me personally, again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't know how you get paid millions, or I guess maybe coaches 6-figure contracts to not know, just to not do basic stuff. Why? Like, granted, maybe they thought, oh, well, it's the Texans. Ain't nobody worried about Treylon Burks and Robert Woods.
Robert Woods was kicking their ass.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why the football people who invented the rules came up with a halftime. You know what you do in those halftimes? You make adjustments. It's not like me personally. Like anybody can coach from the couch, but it's when you come out and you're doing the same thing the whole game and you ain't changing nothing. You're not adjusting. Like I don't understand what's the point of having a premier corner if you're not going to use him to his strengths, to his best ability. Why aren't you going to put him on the best? And this isn't just this game. This is period. Like, didn't you say Trent? He didn't really follow Terry like that.
He didn't go, bro. This whole season, he hasn't guarded Diggs, Jefferson, bro. I don't. But I just.
And that makes no sense to me. And to me, that makes no sense.
He hasn't.
You got a premier guy over there, but guess what? I got a top 3 corner on my team. I'm about to shut that down and make everybody else beat me. I'm cool if KJ Osborne beat me for 150 yards. I can live with that. I'm not about to get beat by Justin Jefferson. So that it just doesn't make sense to me. It aggravates me all the time.
Yeah, no, it does. I mean, I get it. Some corners can't play in a slot, which is totally understandable. But you can move a dude from left corner to right corner just so that he's covering their best wide receiver. I mean, I don't see why they don't do that.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, that's what I don't do.
Yeah, but shout out Ryan Tannehill and the Titans. They just keep on winning. Mike Vrabel low key might get. I know what Tua and the Dolphins are doing, but I just think Mike Vrabel needs to get a lot more love at this point. The fact that he keeps having that team. Yeah, you can say whatever you want about the division, but I think they have the second best record in the AFC, or maybe the first. Or the Chiefs have 2 losses or 1. I mean, 2 losses or 3. 2 losses or 3.
Who they lost to?
They lost to crap. I think they might only have 2 losses. Yeah, they have 2 losses. Dolphins. No, yeah, they're 7-2. They just had a bye week. So they have the second best record in the AFC, tied with the Dolphins, and they're one game out from first place, or half a game. So, yeah, the way I feel, I think Mike Vrabel should get a. If they get a 1 seed again with this receiving core, he's got to be. He's not going to because they love what Tua's doing over there.
No, he's not winning.
No,
he wouldn't win that shit. He's not winning that shit either.
Man, get out of here with your little Giants bias. Brian Daboll, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, okay, I'm not gonna disrespectful. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. He's for sure in the running,
bro. He's the coach of the year right now. What are we doing?
If the season ended today,
Daboll is winning that shit easily.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm giving it to Pete Carroll.
Stop, because I'm
giving it to Pete Carroll.
Because you was pushing that weak ass Jags agenda. We all know that going to win that division. So please stop that. Everybody, G baby,
everybody, but it's between Daboll and Carroll. It's between nobody had the Seahawks winning either. That's what I'm saying. It's between them two. It's between them two. It's between them two because everybody thought Geno coming in was like worse than Daniel Jones. Worse than Daniel Jones for sure. Everybody thought that, no questions asked. So yeah. I'm just saying, and hey, everybody always tells me Geno doing this completion percentage, this, hey. So they might give him the nod because it's starting to look like he made Russ, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, that's crazy.
No,
it's starting to look like it.
He playing for a shitty. He playing for a very bad coach. Very bad coach.
Do you want to get into it? Because we almost done. We're going to go through these picks. But we can get into this.
Russ is playing bad, too. I'm not saying Russ isn't playing bad. Mm-hmm. But the job of a head coach is to get you on track, and he can't get Russ on track.
Question. I got a couple. Did you ever at any point consider Russell Wilson a top 5 quarterback?
Yes.
So at some point you felt he was an elite quarterback, correct?
Yes, I still think he is.
Okay. So, perfect. You still think he's an elite quarterback. What elite quarterbacks do you know that can't control the line of scrimmage or can't read a defense and change a play at the, at their own... Wait, what?
You just asked me a question. I answered it. Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes can't call an audible. Patrick Mahomes can't call an audible when he wants?
No. He can, but he sucks at it, and he's not. And he can't read defenses.
Huh?
He said it. He said it. Look, listen to me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I will let you explain yourself, but that's wild to say.
It's wild to say because y'all look. I'm not saying he's not talented. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you there is a part of his game that he lacks. Reading defenses is one of them. That's why he rolls out of pockets and throws the ball the way that he does. Because when it's easier, he's better in a scramble drill than he is standing in the pocket, reading a defense and delivering a pass.
I think they go hand in hand. For sure. I think it goes hand in hand. I don't think I don't know. Because he definitely reads defense well, to me.
As a rookie, I could give you that. When he first got here,
he even said it like he was just
when he first got here, yeah. That's changed. That's changed.
I think the narrative
that's changed. I just think that's a narrative that's kind of we gotta find a flaw from Mahomes. So let's keep that old.
Okay.
Because that's dead. Especially this year without Tyreek, I think that's dead.
Juju Smith-Schuster got knocked out because he didn't read the defense properly.
I am going back to that play because I don't think that was the case at all.
Bro.
I am no.
You don't throw.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now keep going. I just need to watch this play, but because I don't think that's the case at all.
I'm about to watch it on my phone
because I don't think that's the case at all.
No, yeah.
Watching it right now.
What a quarterback is supposed. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. You can tell. I mean, you play tight end. You can tell by the placement of a pass from a quarterback where a defender is, or you should know, correct?
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you're running across the middle and the ball's coming low, in your mind, you're thinking he's telling me there's a linebacker or a safety that's right there and I got to get down.
Yeah.
But if the quarterback is not paying attention and he throws the ball high, and he throws the ball high as you're crossing the middle, 9 times out of
You're
10,
open.
what's going to be the end result?
You're open. Basically, if you throw it high.
Yeah, you're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, but
And if that and most of that comes from not fully knowing how far what the safety's doing,
But
what
you
the
know why I
linebackers
think
are
that's
doing.
nasty? Hold on, G baby.
I just want. Go ahead.
Wait, this play right here, they're in man coverage. He's wide ass open. Like he threw
The other guy came off of his
the other guy
receiver
came off his man
and then hit him.
So like
That wasn't that he didn't lead him into that. It was man coverage, and the other guy just came off.
it was cover one.
In that game alone, how many receivers did he lead into blow ups?
Who was the other one? So I can find that play because this is just the Juju one. Who's the other one?
It wasn't Kadarius Toney, whoever the other receiver is.
He did get his ass lit up though. God damn.
Because what's his name? That safety kept lining people up, right?
Yeah.
Cisco. DeAndre Cisco. Like if it's the same dude, then you're not reading that dude.
I'm not gonna blame
Because
him.
it can't be the same dude all the time.
Like it was cover one. He came up. That was just a good play, honestly.
I'm looking at the one against Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It just started right now. I'm not gonna hold you. That safety just made a hit that honestly probably shouldn't have been flagged, but defenseless player. It was an overthrow by Mahomes, but he didn't lead him into that. He didn't lead him into that. It was an overthrow.
All his hits was clean. Like all the hits were clean. He should not.
Yeah, but that was just an overthrow. Cause even if he would have caught it, that hit happens all the time. Like I want to say they were playing cover 2 man. I'm gonna rewatch it back because I think the safeties were playing back a little bit. But I want to say it was a cover 2. It was definitely man. I just don't know if it was cover 1 or cover 2 right here. I think it might have been cover 1. Maybe, but nah, I'm not giving you that with Mahomes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you. So wait. Does Lamar Jackson? Do you think Lamar Jackson can't read defenses?
No. He can. He's in the pocket. He can read down the middle of the field better than the outside. But no, he can't. He's not. I wouldn't consider him somebody that I would say can read a defense.
What about Josh Allen?
He's probably worse.
Okay, so we're gonna get into these. We're gonna get into these next couple of games for the rest of the week.
You think Josh Allen reads defenses?
Yes.
Or Stephon Diggs makes a lot of good catches, or he beats his man.
So I'm a hit you. I'll respond to that question with a question. Does anybody with an elite receiver read defenses, or do their receivers just make a bunch of catches?
No. I'm just saying. But my thing is, Stephon Diggs, if he's in one-on-one coverage, he's beating that.
Yeah, a lot of receivers are.
A lot. It's not a lot. There are very few Stephon Diggs, Justin Jeffersons, Jamar Chases.
I mean, yeah, there's very few elite receivers.
There's only a handful of those dudes.
But like Mike Evans 1-on-1 is winning that.
And
Unless it's against Marshawn Lattimore, he's winning that.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, and like I said, there's not that many elite receivers, but there's a lot of receivers who will win a 1-on-1. A lot. Yes.
Nah, yeah, Mike Williams. Shit, he wins a lot of 1-on-1s. And
Jump balls, yeah. Absolutely, he does. Jump balls, yeah, absolutely. So like, a lot of people are winning a 1-on-1. Like, again, there's not a lot of elite receivers. Those guys are special. The top 6 are in a class of their own. But, like, I don't understand how that relates to, oh, well, he can't read. Because that's the case. Because if that's the case, Derek Carr can't read a defense. Kirk Cousins can't read a defense. Dak Prescott can't read a defense. So Russell Wilson can't read a. That's a better question. Who can read a defense?
The Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady's, Matthew Stafford's. Let me run
What?
it. So Matthew Stafford can't read a defense?
Wait, are we saying that Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes can't read a defense, but Matthew Stafford can.
No.
Come on.
Does most of Patrick Mahomes' passes come from inside or outside of the pocket?
Why does that matter?
Oh.
Because reading
you're
a
doing
defense
that?
requires. No, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh.
Exactly what I'm doing.
So wait, let me ask one more question, then I promise we can move on because we always got to wrap it up. Can Matt Ryan read a defense?
Can Matt now? He doesn't have the weapons.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Can he read a defense?
Yes.
We can move on. So, yeah, that's wild, Bell. I'm not gonna hold you. So basically, like people who can't get out the pocket can't read defenses. I guess except Aaron Rodgers.
No. The whole point of when you're when they tell you to stand in a pocket is because you're looking at how the defense is moving from this point of view. Once you go this way, everything breaks apart. So now your receivers can move.
That's a fact.
But you do know that people...
Instead of you sitting here and knowing they're in cover 3, I got a dig right on this side, and I got a post, and I got a seam right here, and I'm going to put the ball right here.
But you talking about these people who don't sit in the pocket. Maybe they're not sitting in the pocket because the O-line didn't block. And even though they're reading the defense, they know if they stay in that same spot in the pocket, they're going to get hit and the ball's going to come out. So they got to extend the play so that they don't get sacked so they can continue to create that play. You're not telling me Mahomes can't read a defense, but Matthew Stafford can. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing that.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh, that is OD to me. That's crazy OD. But yeah, let's go ahead and get
y'all are getting athleticism and talent confused with one aspect of the game.
You're not telling me Matthew Stafford can read a defense and Mahomes can't.
There's no way you're about to say that Matthew Stafford. Like Matthew Stafford.
Okay. If Matthew Stafford can read a defense so well, why he got like eight touchdowns and 9 picks? Or why if Matt Ryan can read a defense so well, why he got what's his stat line, like 7-9 or 7-8? Why he got the most turnovers in the league before he got benched? Like I'm sorry, like do not like I can't give you that. I can't. Like if they can read a defense so well, but these other guys can't, why aren't they top 4?
If Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, you really about to tell me he can't read a defense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're.
It's just mind-boggling to me. I know we're probably going to go in circles, but it's
No. So you got to understand. There's more than just the quarterback reading the defense that makes it all work. Like you still have to have the athletes to perform all the shit that you needed to do, and you also how many times have we seen a quarterback make a throw and then we'd be like, well, where was he throwing that? And then we find out, oh, the fucking receiver ran the wrong route because the quarterback was reading where the ball should go.
Yeah.
And then the receiver did something totally different.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it still requires talent and around you, and it still requires you the ability because you can read a defense and not have a good arm. It doesn't help you.
Fair.
Like there's a lot of things that go into it. If you are super talented, you reading a defense, you can beat that. That's what Patrick Mahomes does. He's just super talented. He overdoes things because of his talent. Barry Sanders didn't need an offensive line the way Emmitt Smith did because his talent superseded.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just thinking about when we talking about quarterbacks, like talking about Patrick Mahomes, like we know he's probably the most gifted quarterback ever and all this shit.
And especially this year. If you wanted to say last year with that whole little Well, screw it. Tyreek down there somewhere.
I'm
I
not
can
even
even give you that.
I'm just
But this
I'm
year,
just
I don't
making
think there's
points.
any question that man
I'm
can read a
making point.
defense.
I'm making points. It's just like there are just things that your talent you can overcompensate for things because of talent. There are throws that Justin Herbert can make that no other quarterback should fucking make, but because of his arm talent, he can make that throw.
Yeah, for sure. But you're saying Patrick.
No, because of listen, when I'm saying reading a defense,
Mhm.
it meaning from the start, from the time you take the snap, you
Yeah,
know where all the routes are going.
yeah,
You know where the defense is, and
yeah,
then you're leading a dude to the spot.
yeah.
Patrick
That's
Mahomes, most of the time he does not do that.
no. Come on, Mel. Come on, you
Look,
just
look,
said
look, look, Mel, look. Every quarterback got bad throws. Sometimes Mahomes makes a bad throw. Can't
No,
nobody be
I'm not
perfect.
saying bad throws. A
No, I
lot
hear
of
you.
his plays are off script.
which is fine.
So basically, a lot of quarterbacks in the league right now can't read a
You
defense. A lot of quarterbacks. Is that if that's what you're going with? Then
Do
okay.
you think Joe Burrow can read a defense?
We're talking. Yes, Joe Burrow can read defense. Y'all are getting confused.
How can Joe Burrow read a
Y'all are
defense,
get,
but Mahomes can't?
Stop looking at the person's name and what
No,
they are
because you know why,
doing.
Mel? Yo,
A
you know
lot of
why?
Joe Burrow's plays are off script.
A lot of Joe, especially last year, he fucking Jamar Chase.
A lot of Joe
A
Burrow's
lot of
plays
this
are
shit.
off script.
Joe Burrow has a lot of off script plays. It's been like that
So
since
like
college.
that's why I'm
Ken,
like, what,
who has more? They don't say that Joe Burrow plays outside football. They say that
That's
Patrick
narrative
Mahomes.
ball. Gee, like, come on, bro.
How
That's
can it be
narrative.
narrative? How can it be a narrative if it's true?
It's
It's
not
only a narrative
just
if,
because
if,
he's an
if it's
elite
not.
playmaker. He can make any throw he wants. That don't mean that's like, come on. Just because he's not the traditional QB, like he don't play no outside football. That's just a narrative. That's narrative ball. Like, come on, bro. Like we talk about like reading the defense and shit. Like we talk about Patrick Mahomes. If you want to say like last year he's been having bailouts. Oh, Tyreek down there, fuck it. Joe Burrow has the same shit last year.
No. Every quarterback has plays where you get bailed
A
out, and
lot of them. He had a
I'm
lot of
just.
them.
But so does Patrick Mahomes lives off of that.
no, but okay, but if our point is that's fine. Like we don't agree at all. But if you want to say Mahomes, most of his plays off script, he can't read. He's all fine. You got to say the same thing for Joe Burrow. Like Joe
I mean,
Burrow, like that's the
fine. That
wrong
makes you feel
one.
better. Fine.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, we disagree with the whole thing entirely, but like, I'm sorry, you can't be. I don't see how you can be an elite quarterback in this league and not be able to read defenses. Like Joe
That
Burrow,
doesn't make
and it's not even just
that
them.
doesn't that doesn't make or not make you elite. I just said
I think being
his
able to read a
talent.
defense goes a lot. Goes,
I just said his talent supersedes that.
but there's a lot of quarterbacks who are really talented, but can't read defenses, and that's what holds them back.
And
Like
that's
you,
and that was my whole point. I said that. I said it takes a collection of other things for it to work as well. But Patrick Mahomes, in his defense, like I said, his talent can overdo that. His talent is he has supreme talent. When you have supreme talent, you don't have to follow the traditional bullshit. He can do that. I'm not saying he's not an elite quarterback when I said he can't read defenses. I
and I
just said he
know it's
can't read.
just
Gee, that's our point.
yeah, and that's like I never said you said he wasn't elite, but I did not
I mean,
think
he can't
this
read
was
a
gonna be a
defense.
conversation.
That's what
I
I'm
did
saying.
not think this would be a conversation we having. I'm
Like
not gonna
word,
hold you.
like
Like that is maybe it's just because it's mind boggling to me. Like it'll probably take a minute for me to understand where you're coming from. I'm not gonna hold you. Like yeah, that's just me. But these games for the week, so we can get out of here. First up, Bears versus Falcons.
The Bears they've been scratching. They should win this game.
they should have won last game.
They should have won
They
the game.
they jump chase Claypool. They ain't call like PI. You know what? Fuck it. This is the first time I'm about to pick a Bears to win a game this year. I got the Bears winning because they not what's his name? They not feeding Kyle Pitts. I don't know what the fuck they about to do.
Just run the ball with everybody they got back there. I'm going Falcons by 3. I think Justin Fields will go off, but somebody will mess it up somehow. Falcons will win by 3. Next game, Browns and Bills. It's being played in Detroit because of the weather.
Which is bullshit. They should have played it. Fucking.
Nah, hell nah. I saw that snow. Hell no.
No, that's what makes it. That's home field advantage. We needed that.
Man, stop it.
Who's we? Who's we? Buffalo ain't winning that. Buffalo was about to lose. They're lucky it's being played in Detroit. Buffalo was about to get smacked.
Buffalo about to get smacked.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. They wouldn't get smacked by the score wise. Nick Chubb was running for 200. Would have been running for 200 on them.
Oh, because you saying because of what happened last year.
Because of what happened last year.
Okay, I get it.
Because the Patriots ran down their throats when it was Josh Allen with all that talent couldn't do nothing when it was that cold. They would have got smacked by Nick Chubb and them. Kareem Hunt probably would have had 15 carries, most he's had all year, because that's how much they would have been running down their throat. So they lucky it's in Detroit. That's why I'm going Bills, because it's in Detroit. If it would have been in Buffalo, 6-4.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Buffalo's gonna win it regardless. But
yeah, I think it's gonna win regardless, honestly. But hey.
Eagles Colts.
Eagles.
Trent, you're a nasty individual.
Should I just do it because they're in our division? I'll just say Eagles. They're going to win.
Yeah, Eagles. Jets Patriots.
Patriots.
The Jets. They should have won last time, but oh my, Zach Wilson is so garbage.
Y'all know what Bill Belichick does to rookie quarterbacks, especially rookie quarterbacks who
He ain't do shit. He just played shitty. He ain't do shit.
Do you not know what Zach Wilson's stats are against New England? They're like the worst, like one of the worst starting quarterbacks against him ever.
He plays terrible.
Well, that's why they're gonna win, and that's why the Jets are gonna win.
I think the Jets should win. I'll have the Jets winning, but the Patriots probably they might win because the way Zach Wilson was playing that last time, I think
Zach Wilson is going to struggle again, and I know he know the critics are there and stuff. He can talk all that noise. He's gonna get. I mean, they're not gonna get rid of him. They just drafted him. So they're not going to get rid of him. Shut up and go win the game. But you're not going to because they're about to put you in a box. Matthew Judon is about to put you in a box. I'm not going to hold you. So, yeah, they're Patriots.
Yes.
Rams Saints.
I'm not doing this again. Every time when I pick the Saints, they lose. When I pick against the Saints, they win. I don't know.
Rams.
I'm going to go Rams.
Y'all about to y'all ashamed.
You want to know why? Because I've already waved the white flag on the Saints. I'm done with them. Because I really thought at this point in the season, this would be like a who's gonna take command of the NFC type. You know what I mean? There is no Cooper Kupp, and that is my only saving grace for this game. That we don't have to worry about Cooper Kupp. So I'm going to go the Saints. And the other reason why, Kamara didn't do crap last game. So this is now the game they're going to be like, hey, let's feed our playmakers. Taysom Hill's going to get a lot of touches, and Kamara's about to get his touches again. Because for whatever reason, 1 week they'll do it, and 1 week they won't. Last week was the week they did it. This is the week they will. So that is why I'm going Saints. But I'm done with this team, so I wear the shirt, but I'm done with them. Commanders, Texans. Commanders. Easy.
Heineken. Yeah, Heineken. The hater on the bottom is not. He's just.
I'm going Houston.
You're such a hater.
He is a hater.
Hey, wait, hold on. All the NFC East teams at one point struggled in them games versus the Texans. We just got to see how the Commanders do it. Eagles struggled in the first half. We struggled in the first half. Came out with the dub. But we got to see how the Commanders do.
That's true.
So now he want to use these little, look at the trends going on. Look at the trends that are happening. But
and also, even though I love Terry McLaurin to death, there's a corner in Houston who's not getting no recognition because, they have Tariq Woolen out there. They got Sauce out there who's really been bugging.
I don't think he's getting no recognition. But
he's getting little recognition. But the
hype is
on. the hype is on. It's on Sauce and Roland and all them. But Derek Stingley might have. I mean, he could lock up Jay McCoy.
I don't think he's playing.
Huh? If he not playing this shit, I might go Commanders. Fuck it.
Let me double check, but I
got
saw an alert about Derek Stingley. I don't know if he got hurt in practice or he didn't practice as much. I'm not sure, but
he out.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
that's what I thought.
They winning.
Yeah, I was like, I
Because
could have
Terry McLaurin and
sworn.
Lord and Savior on that team. They winning.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, he's not playing. Adam Schefter tweeted it. So, yeah. Terry McLaurin, take the over. Over on everything. Receptions, yards, touchdowns, take the over.
Thanks.
Raiders, Broncos.
Tie.
It might.
Tie. I'm dead ass.
0-0. It'd be 0-0.
I dead ass think it might be like some 14-14. Tie.
I'm in the same.
I can't decide a winner. I'm
gonna take the Raiders, but
I think we should all from the sideline just keep it as a tie.
Yeah, tie.
And see if we get it right. Just to see if we get it right.
Let's see if we get it right. Okay.
Yeah.
We all agree to tie.
Chiefs, Chargers.
Chiefs.
Jeez.
Dang, Mel! I thought this was gonna be the one.
They
I thought this was gonna be the one.
They don't got nobody.
I mean, the Chiefs don't have nobody on their offensive squad either. Because Juju's not playing and McCole Hardman's on IR. I mean, they got Kelsey, but...
No, but I like how they've been using. I know this got to make you mad, Trent, how they're using Kadarius Toney.
I already said we was going to miss him, and it's already right.
You like that little dance he did to make fun of y'all? That little dance he did it to the end zone? Yeah, you like that?
I already said we was going to miss him. Like, that's how it is, bro. I can't really say nothing much about it right now.
But that's what I mean is like when coaches certain coaches just know how to use the talent that they have. Like the Giant, I never thought Kadarius Toney was a bad player. I mean, injuries kind of effed him up, but I still think they never used him the way that you would use a guy with his ability.
It's just other stuff, but yeah, it sucks though.
I'm gonna go Chargers. I think they upset them. I think they split.
It's
a division game. We always say, division game. You never know. I just Kadarius Toney's a good player. Like I'm not denying that, but I think they're both
healthy.
But the Chiefs have Kelsey. Like that's their weapon. That's what they're gonna use. Chargers still got Eckler. That's what they're gonna use. Both defenses aren't wow with me, so I'm just gonna go on a limb and say Herbert gets an upset and makes this because they're 2 games back. They make it 1 game. So.
Still go Chiefs.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand it. Lions, Giants.
It's better not be your upset. Better not be no upset.
Because he be getting them right. No, I'm going to Lions.
Nah, Giants got this.
I'm going to Lions. Because I know it's going to upset Trent. I know it's going to upset him.
I'm going Giants. Saquon about to.
If the because look, the Lions got momentum right now. They beat Aaron Rodgers, and then they had a gutsy win against the Bears, who've been balling the last couple of weeks. The Lions are about. Dan Campbell got these boys on the roll. I heard people. We might need to put them in the hot seat. Nah,
Jared Goff is not having. Jared Goff is not playing 2 consecutive good games. That shit is not happening. So this will be.
But you know what I would argue with? You know what I would argue to that? He doesn't need to. Ain't nobody on that offense scaring me against the Lions. They just locked up Alan Lazard and the boys. Ain't nobody worried. Saquon, yeah. Of course I'm worried about Saquon. Ain't nobody worried about Darius Slayton and Wan'Dale Robinson and whoever they replaced Tony with. I'm going with the Lions.
You gonna watch this ass whooping. You are gonna watch.
And when the Lions win, I want this on TikTok, and I want Trent to apologize to me.
You drunk as fuck.
I want Trent to apologize to me.
You always so confident. I always see at the end. You just never are.
What you mean? I mean, you already sent me $50, so hey.
That's fine, but if you think, bro, If you think
I always said the Lions could catch y'all. When we went through the schedule, I said they could. I'm just doubling down on it now.
Okay. He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
I always said the Lions. I was like, don't sleep on them. If y'all go in thinking they suck, they're gonna catch y'all. Panthers, Ravens.
And we have come to this portion of the show.
We need like a
Carolina
little.
Panthers.
We need like a dun, 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 like a little announcement that is coming.
this
Yes.
might,
The
I
Carol-
might mail on this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The Carolina Panthers
It just
will
feels
take
like
down
it
the
feels
Baltimore
weird.
Ravens.
Like I kind of agree. Fuck it.
And see, I thought I was gonna be crazy when I came up here trying to argue that the Panthers might beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
But-
I might agree. Like they might win. They could. It could be an upset.
But it could also turn around and the Ravens could easily just
Yeah,
smack
Ravens can easily whoop their
them. Like
ass.
easily smack them. But I'm gonna stay Ravens for now. But as I say every week, I'm gonna say that's a little crazy, and then we're gonna come back to the TikTok when it's posted of Mel being right. So, next game. Cowboys versus Vikings. I'm telling y'all right now, this is another game I'm expecting y'all to see to be back here next
He
Friday.
passing for 300. Jetta's going for 150.
He gonna get about. I was gonna say he gonna go for 150.
Plus, they ass. Kirk Cousins going for 300 passing
So
yards.
wait. Kirk Cousins going for 300 passing
He's going
yards.
for 300.
Justin Jefferson going for how much? 150, 130, 130, 150.
150. 130 to 150.
Okay.
He gonna go.
Just make sure y'all are back here. Make sure y'all are back here next Friday. Now, listen here, you dirty Cowboys fans. If the one time I root for y'all and the one time I'm pushing for y'all, if y'all sell me, because I knew y'all was going to lose to Aaron Rodgers last week. Y'all always do. If y'all sell me after I was rooting for y'all so hard, oh my gosh, y'all better not.
Don't
Y'all
let Dak play
better
bad.
not. Y'all better
Oh.
not. And Zeke is coming back, so you better not.
I mean, they got their program back.
Bengals versus Steelers.
Bengals need
This
to get
is a
that.
tricky one too.
This is a tricky one, but I think actually
I think the Bengals should pull it out. I don't think we're gonna get any more magic out of the Steelers. I think they tapped out well. So Bengals.
it's another game I think they about to struggle in. Cause that Joe Mixon shit was a goddamn anomaly. Now TJ Watt back, I don't think he about to go crazy like that. So I'm gonna think the Bengals gonna win, but it's gonna be a struggle game.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be another struggle game.
Just
Oh,
like
boy.
I'm asking y'all to come back on Friday for this Cowboys game. And Trent, I'm asking you to come back on Friday for this Lions game. Lions-Giants game and all that.
So you say Pittsburgh going?
And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna take my L's as well. I'll be here next Friday if I have them, but
Because you know what Jamar Chase had to do though, right? For them to keep staying in the game, right? When they played him that week 1.
T. Higgins.
I'm saying, did you know
five
what?
catches, 100 yards, tutty.
If that
Tyler
nigga get
Boyd.
locked up again, I'm on your
Tyler
ass.
Boyd, about 90. He'll have a big play. Big play. Tyler Boyd. Bengals.
What did Mel say? Niggas might get locked the fuck up. He might get locked up.
I don't think they will.
Wait a minute, Jamar's not playing?
No,
Of course
probably
not.
not. He could return. Now, if he returned, oh yeah, Bengals for sure. Word.
Oh, I was basing that on Jamar playing. Okay, that
Yeah,
changes.
exactly.
That changes.
I don't
That
think
changes everything.
he's
I
like,
don't like y'all right now. I don't like how y'all are putting whether or not the Bengals win or lose based off of Jamar Chase.
because you know why the impact on him is crazy for that team. You know why?
Nah,
You talk about
Yeah.
you talk about that T Higgins shit when
T.
he played the
Higgins
Browns. He
is
got
perfectly.
locked up.
But what did I tell you about the Browns? It's just like the Colts. The Colts haven't beat the Jags in Jacksonville in like a decade.
Superstition. I don't care.
I'm-
about that.
I'm going
Joe,
Pittsburgh on this.
that's
I'm going
fine.
Pittsburgh.
T. Higgins about to go stupid. 100 yards and a tutty.
You better have no empty stat shit like the Browns game. But hey,
Yeah, because I mean, I mean, I want it, but I don't. They haven't shown shit
haven't
without
shown
Jamar.
They played one game without Jamar and had a bye week. Like, dang. They played one game and had a bye week. Like, yeah. And final game, 49ers versus Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, 49ers. I think Kyler Murray has a horrible game. But D-Hop
Is he
gets his
playing?
catches.
Because I know because Colt
Yes, he
McCoy
is.
went nuts again. I think they might have a problem.
Colt
You
McCoy
know.
went nuts.
Didn't they win last week?
They won. And Trace McSorley took over after he got hurt. But was Colt McCoy really
Oh,
going
Colt
nuts?
McCoy got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, when he was in there, he was up.
Yeah, Trace McSorley took
He
over.
played solid.
Yeah, 49ers. Never mind, I'm not gonna do it. Mel, final thoughts.
Put some respect on Tyler Heineke's name. Yeah, and no, that's it. And read it up.
Y'all see how G Baby so confident in these dumbass and these bot ass shit that he's saying? Yo, like I saying, how you telling us that we might have to come back and apologize if this shit go left, like I always do, how you always so confident this shit always go left?
And doesn't always go left. My takes,
Always
I
go
have a
left.
lot. I have a lot of
Shit
takes that have
always
aged
goes
beautifully. I
left.
have a lot of
Let's-
takes that have
bro,
aged beautifully.
The Jags.
Yeah, the Jags. Yeah, I'll take that. And then the Saints. I'll take that. I'll
Christian
take that.
Kirk being the number one.
Yeah, I still think it's the number one, but yeah, they're losing.
I'm talking about just
They're losing.
I know. The Browns beating them all. T. Higgins, and we just gotta see.
That was one game. Yeah.
The Lions
Yeah.
beating the Giants. I mean, hey, we just gotta see.
Hey, like I said,
That Lions versus Giants thing is crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy though. Like I genuinely don't.
Saquon going for 152 TDs.
Saquon ain't the one I'm worried. Like Saquon is gonna do his thing. I think they're gonna lock down everybody else. That's what I think they're gonna lock down everybody else.
I don't. I think Wonder
I
Robinson.
don't. I think Daniel Jones is going. He gonna look like Danny Dimes.
Yeah, that's crazy. My final thoughts are: appreciate everybody watching the show. Appreciate you, Hellfire. Everybody in the chat. Y'all tune in on Monday. We have shows every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys are watching the show on Rewind on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Follow the TikTok. Follow the Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. From the Sideline _podcast. Join the Discord. It's right there from the sideline. If you want to support, you see the cash up right there too. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time.